The best investments that we can make are in ourselves. Now, you've probably heard that before. By learning new skills and advancing our own skills that we currently have, we are going to be much better off. Alex Hormozy refers to this as investing in the S and me instead of the S and P. Especially when we don't have that much, we need to advance our skills so that the skills we have much more earning capacity. Okay, very important stuff. Look, I don't, I look at some people that are, let's say, a cashier. Maybe they're a clerk at some random retail location. They're working in a place that they're earning minimum wage. That skill can only take them so far. Maybe they can become the supervisor. Maybe they can become the manager. And that would be great. But there's, let's say, 10 people, 20 people working at the establishment. How many people could eventually move into that position? It's difficult. So we need to have skills that would allow us to have much more growth potential. So if we're making $30,000 a year, but our goal is to make $100,000 a year, do the skills that I have today enable me to get to that point? Or am I simply waiting and seeing and hoping and praying that I will be the one to get to that zone? Am I waiting for the lottery, the winning numbers? We don't want to be that person. We don't want to be in that position. So that's what we're talking about here. You can take countless online courses, either free or paid right now today. There are websites such as Class Central, that's Class Central, I've showed you a video about that before, which provide completely free courses from top major universities. This is incredible, okay? On robotics, automation, all the new stuff, all the good stuff that's coming out there for people wanting to earn much more income. Okay, you can learn so much from advanced paid courses that are going on right now on any subject that you can think of, including e-commerce, all the way to mindfulness, like literally anything. Now, a lot of these courses are expensive, okay, but they're advanced. And, for some people, they just can't see themselves affording it. Well, there's free stuff too, okay? In general, though, we need to have the knowledge. YouTube is generally not a good place for a lot of stuff because if you see the way that they're performing, the channels that perform really well anyway, they're utilizing the algorithm to basically further advance their own gain. So if you watch people like Mr. Beast and all of these others that really know how to work the algorithm, and they say it, they tell you in all these different interviews that they do, the entire video is built around how do we increase watch time? How do we get people to click the next video? How do we build a video that keeps people on the platform, that they don't leave the platform, and that they will watch all the advertisements? Like that's literally what they design the video, and then they say, okay, here's the structure of the video. Now let's put some information in there. Instead of, why don't we just inform people as much as possible so that they would be better off? But that's not the way it works. Okay, they literally say that. So it's not just me saying this information, okay? You gotta realize that. You gotta exercise every single day. Now you might be thinking to yourself, wait a minute, I thought we were talking about education and income. What's exercise got to do with it? When you exercise, you help strengthen your body, but also your mind. Studies have shown that exercise helps in countless ways. What you do and how often, that's debatable, but you just gotta do your best with what you have. If you can walk, walk. It's gonna clear your head, you're gonna get the blood flowing a little bit, it's great. If you are unable to move, you gotta sit down in a chair for whatever reason, can you lift your arms? Get a couple dumbbells, lift them, make it happen. Don't just say, well, I can't do it, so I'm just gonna sit here. We can't be in that position. We need to exercise. Part of that is the motivation, knowing that you could be sitting down, but instead you're exercising alone has massive effects. Massive effects. And of course, the health effects, the health benefits as a result of the exercise. But just knowing that, you conquered it. You conquered the day by exercising. It helps you to get to the next level. You have more confidence. Suddenly, you're more trim, you're more built. You start to look at things a little bit differently. You're able to walk up to that woman that you like so much, and you're able to have more confidence with her. You're able to take advantage of the circumstances because you are suddenly in a different position. Take your time to build relationships with others. There are like-minded people everywhere. You can do so locally or on the internet. The point is that we can learn from others and essentially skip the mistakes that they made. This can be done through books as well. So what we're talking about here is talking with other people that are in that same position as you. And you're not going to necessarily find that in people in your family. The truth is, nobody really cares people that I know in my family, they don't care. They don't ask me, what do you think's going on in the economy? That doesn't happen. Okay? And that's okay. I seek like-minded individuals. And that's what I want. And that's what I'm able to achieve because I take that initiative. It's very important that we get within those clubs, we read the right books, we get associated with the right people. Because the truth is, sometimes our social circle, in your family, you don't have much of a choice, that you got to deal with them, and that's okay. You spend quality time, and that's okay. That's great. But you also have to spend time around the people that are going to help you out in a sense, and you help each other out. Mutually beneficial. This is very important. It's also important on the next level to find a mentor. Now, you hear that all the time, and most of it's garbage nonsense. Even if you have to pay for their time, okay? Because this might not make sense to some people, but ultimately we need someone who has already forged the path that we really want to be on. And we can do that. Most who call themselves a mentor, a guru, they're not good. These are terrible, okay? They've just figured out a way to funnel people into what their system they're selling, and they do that well. If that's what you want to do, you want to figure out how to funnel people and sell them on stuff they don't need, there are people like that. But those few and far between will help lift you up and guide you in the right direction, ultimately saving you time and money. That's what a mentor is all about. You find somebody who has what you want or what you desire, and they are going to get you from point A to point B faster, and likely the cost that you have, it's simply going to mean nothing in the end. If you got to pay a mentor $1,000 a month to meet with you on a regular basis, to help you on this and that, to guide you here and there, that could be nothing in the end when you look back 3 years later and you say, okay, I paid that guy for a year all that money and I didn't really think it was going to be wise, but wow, my business is set up, I'm earning income every day, all these things are happening. So it does make sense. But it depends on you and what you are willing to do. With people, I won't work with somebody who is not going to actually put in the effort, because then they're going to say, it was you. Oh, I know, I didn't do anything. I didn't do any work. Oh, but it was your fault. No. When I work with somebody, I got to vet them. I got to know that they're going to be working each and every day towards their goals, or else I'm not going to waste my time, right? Because I don't need that. And so that's the way you should be too. You should be picky with the people that you speak to, that you engage with, and you try to help. You got to find good people. And it's very difficult these days. There's no question about that. But of course, we want to have those ties. We want to have those relationships, and we want to build. So these are the things I think that could benefit you. All in all, we need to do what we can to increase our skills. That is the number one thing. We can do that online. We do that with communities. We can get a mentor, seek out a mentor, find them. How do you do that? You can message them online. If you find somebody that you're interested in, you got to reach out to them. Try DMing them. Try emailing them. Look for them on their social media channel. Message them. Hey, I'm trying to get your attention. Hey, ready for some help, this and that. You could do that. And if they're open and receptive, they're probably looking for that. So that's important as well, okay? Because we just need to advance. And sometimes you got to look at it as a business investment, an investment in time and money, and just say, look, There's so much stuff out there. I go to YouTube, it's telling me to do Shopify, it's telling me to do e-commerce. I don't know any of this stuff. I'm so lost. I just need somebody to work with me and just kind of get the ball rolling here, okay? Can you do that? A lot of times people will. Okay, they will do that. And depending on who it is and their status and things, would depend on what kind of investment that is. But the point here is you're making an investment in yourself over the long term. So I hope you appreciate this information. Get that financial education that you deserve and that you need. I hope this was something you appreciate. If it was, you can share it with your friends, with your family. Hit that thumbs up so that we share it with everybody. I'll see you next time. Take care.